It's recording, Ollie.
Hi, my name is Trey. I have a basketball game tomorrow. Hi, good morning. I look so pale, I need some sun.
Alright, you ready? Hi everyone, my name's Sam.
My name's Ollie.
And we're the co-founder. No, because
It's a pitch.
It's a pitch. Hi everyone, my name's Sam.
My name's Ollie.
And we're the bestest of friends.
Sorry.
Hey everyone, my name's Sam.
My name's Ollie.
And we're the best friend. The best friends? We are best friends. No, we're not best friends.
Maybe once upon a time.
Maybe once upon a time. What a shocking intro this is to our first YouTube video.
Yeah, so we can only apologise. But bear with us, because over the next few videos we're going to do our best to explain to you the journey we've been on over the last 4 years and how we've developed our business.
So, a business, we should name it, maybe.
Yep, I should have done that.
That's fine.
Our business is called Suzero, and it all began whilst we were at university. In one of our very first lectures, so we read sports science, I should make that clear. In one of our very first lectures, I sat down next to Sam, and in a bid to make friends, I bet him that he couldn't give up sugar for a whole month.
Obviously, I was quite surprised to have this strange. But the thing is, when you go into a lecture hall, you don't know anyone. You sat like 2 or 3 seats away. You don't want to make friends. I'm sure most people can relate with this. And then some guy just turns to you and says, "I bet you 50 quid you can't give up sugar." It took me a little bit by surprise, shall I say?
It did. You did look a bit shocked, but hey, if I didn't, we wouldn't be where we are now.
It's true. We've done so much together.
So much together. But swiftly on. So I bet Sam he couldn't give up sugar for a whole month. Why did I do this? I did this because we both read sports science, and for a group of people who understand potentially how bad sugar is and all understand the diet, you'd go outside at halfway through a lecture and people eating all these sugary snacks,
But I don't think they knew they were sugary snacks.
No, that's it.
Fairness.
Yeah, that's it. That's often the biggest problem, but we'll come to that later on. £50 for giving up sugar for a month. Did you think you could do it?
No, but I thought 50 quid, I'll give it a go. It was a no-brainer. That's a night out at the university nightclub, mate. That was an absolute no-brainer to go for. Yeah, no, I didn't think. I thought it would be super easy. I thought, well, there are loads of healthy bars out there. There are loads of healthy snacks, dinners, what have you. This is going to be super easy, and I'm sure you would agree. I'm quite a cook.
No.
We lived together for 2 years. That's such a lie. Seriously, you don't think I'm a good cook?
Well,
I might have to stop this video here and sort this out.
Let's stop. Maybe we should stop it here.
No, that's not true.
This bit can be cut. Just pause it there.
Yeah, pause it there. No, I am a good cook, regardless of what he says. Yeah, I've always wondered, why did you actually make that bet? I mean, the lecture was on carbohydrates and sport. Yeah. We know that, but why did you make that bet of all things?
I mean, it's quite funny. We're doing a degree on sport and exercise science, but you look around and you look outside when you go for a break halfway through, and all everyone's eating is things like Mars bars, and other kind of chocolate bars, etc., and sugary drinks, sugary snacks. And I just wondered, is it actually possible to give it up and have a snack that is genuinely low in sugar, keep focused, and carry on with the rest of your day?
My first thought wasn't even on the bet, to be honest. My first thought was like, who is this weird kid talking to me? I didn't even know him, so we just sat there. He's just asked me to make this bet for £50. I'm also thinking £50 at our university nightclub. That'd be brilliant.
It was.
But it was good. But yeah, I didn't think about it in terms of too much detail straight away. But yeah, I found it so hard to find any snacks that were low in sugar. And we went down to our local supermarket.
You thought it'd be easy? I
thought it'd be easy. And then I was like, okay, there are no snacks here. I'm gonna have to make everything from scratch, dinners from scratch, everything was gonna have to be made fresh. Not only did I think this was gonna cost a fortune, which it didn't. I think it was expensive back then, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, this is in 2014, right? So it was expensive for the kind of healthy products because there weren't as many. But yeah, and then we obviously set out on the bet and decided to create our own recipe, didn't we? Or I needed to create a recipe for the month, which you helped me on. I don't know where you found that.
Well, yeah, that's it. I mean,
knowledge because you're a rubbish cook, but
thank you again. We were dead set after the month to create a bar. I mean, like these bars, how were they? What were the bars like at the end of
They were awful, and I'm sure everyone in my flat at Halls of Residence will testify that.
Exactly, but they served a purpose, and we realised that there was a gap for something of its nature. Now, often when you see the sort of low sugar bars, etc. in shops, they're either all artificially sweetened, or they're rammed full of things we don't know, or things that are also classed as sugar but aren't called sugar. Now, these weren't allowed, so we like to use the wholest, the purest ingredients in the bars that we now produce.
Would you remember going down, because we went, there was a Holland and Barrett, wasn't there?
Yeah.
And a grape tree store, and we would just buy nuts and nuts and nuts, and it looked so weird in our Halls of Residence kitchen. But yeah, we created that recipe, managed to get through the month. I didn't think it was going to be as easy. Well, sorry, I thought it was going to be easy, and it definitely was not. And that's when we both realised, well, we can't be the only ones who are feeling this frustration.
Exactly.
And with like zero business experience, we both thought we were going to be sports scientists. Didn't even twig that we could make a business out of this. But the next step was to develop a recipe, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Now, I can't tell you just how many bars we went through, how many samples we took down to our sports pitches on a Wednesday afternoon, to the lecturers and other students in our halls, just to get as much feedback as we possibly could and develop our bars in the best way. As Sam said, we were regulars at Holland and Barrett and Grape Tree, very, very regularly emptied their shelves. But we'd stay up all night, up at 9 AM into the lectures, taking bars with us, getting feedback, back home developing bars alongside writing our dissertations. But there was a lot of development behind these bars, weren't there? Because we wanted them to be not only tasty, but nutritionally beneficial for our consumers.
Yeah, and I thought that there would be loads of healthy snacks. I thought it would be super easy. We went down to our local supermarket, and it was not easy at all, was it? There was nothing that had, I mean, this was 2014, right? And everything was no added sugar or artificial sweeteners. It wasn't, low in sugar or anything.
That was it. And we were stood in the aisle, and Sam was like, not a problem, I can go down to where all the bars and that are. And I was like, sure, go for it. Also a bit like, I might have shot myself in the foot here, because they actually are, healthy bars. And we got down there, Sam picked up a box, and I was like, just check the back, let's just have a look so we're sure, so I know you're not going to potentially rob me of £50. We flipped it over, and we were actually really shocked at how much sugar were in some of these bars.
Now, of course, we can't name drop.
No, it would be rude to name drop, so we won't do that.
Someone just name dropped. But we should encourage you. Actually, maybe we'll pause for a moment, and you can go and look at the amount of sugar in your current snack bar.
Oh, that's terrific.
Was that a wing?
I don't know what that was.
Hopefully you are as shocked and surprised as we are. No, that's just a little bit silly. But yeah, it's something that I don't think people realise, even in something that's labelled healthy, doesn't mean it's necessarily healthy, does it?
That's it. Just because it's got pictures of fruit and everything on the box doesn't mean that it's a healthy snack for you. Yeah,
look at the numbers never lie, and you've just got to make sure that, if you don't want to have sugar, you can check it. Not all sugars are the same, we fully concede that fact, and as sports scientists, we've done research into that, our dissertations were on that. But yeah, straight away I thought, right, I'm gonna have to create something of my own. Rang up my mum for a recipe. Shout out mum, thank you. The recipe was awful and didn't really work, did it? Bless her.
They were quite crumbly, but it was a start, and it ultimately, much to my dismay, got sent through the month, and I was £50 lighter.
And I was £50 richer. Let's just make that clear now.
Anyway, that side. So you got through the month. Was it tough?
Yes.
Not just for the bars, but giving up sugar on the whole, because you looked at everything from pasta sauces, everything. Was it hard?
Yeah, because you have to make everything from scratch. So you have to take raw ingredients and make everything from scratch. You can't, convenience kind of goes out the window. So I was doing more cooking, which meant I'm running around between lectures, between training sessions. it was really tough. And that's when we realised that we'd found a problem, hadn't we? That there were no snacks, you know, no foods. And okay, we started with snack bars. We know where we want to go with Suzero. But yeah, I think that really surprised us. And creating that first recipe, they were awful bars, weren't they? Absolutely awful. But yeah, won the bet, and then thought, okay, can we put this into action? Like, can we actually develop this recipe further, or bring something out that people might like?
Exactly, and we were in a really good place to do that. We were on a campus which had 24,000 people. We both played sport. I mean, not that you could probably tell it now. Sam,
what do you mean?
Well, I played a sport, I don't know if you can tell it now. But I played rugby, Sam played hockey, and on a Wednesday afternoon we'd find ourselves down at the sports pitches with these different variations of bars. People ultimately got very fed up of us showing up and, you know, head down, hood up, walked right past us and ignored us. But over, you know, 2 years we used their feedback. What bars did we have to start with? It was a green tea and matcha bar, which
and lemon and ginger.
Lemon and ginger. They sound like they could be appealing, but
they weren't.
They weren't.
And we can show you that with these photos. There you go. So yeah, they didn't look very appealing at all, and they tasted even worse. Yeah. But let's not give away the content in our second video. No. Okay. Yeah. If you like this video, which you probably haven't, because it's a little bit
like and subscribe.
No, I'm not going to say that. No, we need our family to subscribe first.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, next video we're going to talk about developing our recipe, how we went from rubbish chefs to kind of creating the recipe that you now can buy. Thank you very much for watching.
Stay tuned. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Bye. That's alright, that's alright. How we've become blossomed into young, hold on a second,
budding entrepreneurs.
No, don't say that. We're the best friends in the whole wide world. And we're the bestest of friends
in the whole world.
I'm not sure about that. Hi everyone, my name's Sam.
My name's Ollie.
And we're the bestest of friends.
Sorry.
So,
yeah, stay tuned, and
no, it's hard. That's Tinder.
No.
It looked like Tinder. Whoa, it's big in the video. Well, it's so big.